The 13 on Your Side weather deck is brought to you by Montel Construction. Quality made simple.
Well, this is the calm before the storm for much of West Michigan. We're watching heavy rain and even a couple thunderstorms beginning to race across Lake Michigan, and those will be arriving here momentarily. And that's why the weather ball continues to blink bright. We've got more rain to get to. The view brought to you by West Michigan Ace Hardware Stores, 66 in Grand Rapids. There's the view on the southeast side of town at the Gerald R. Ford Airport as the expansion construction continues. It's been kind of neat to watch that process. South winds and temperatures around the area generally in the 60s. Dramatic clouds as the atmosphere is starting to moisten up. We get these really neat wave-like asperatus clouds, and you're seeing some of those overhead in Grand Haven as you look along the channel. Temperature-wise, in the 50s in Ludington with rain falling, 66 in Ionia, and still warm in Kalamazoo, relatively speaking, in the low 70s. So southerly winds continue to pump relatively warm and moist air, and that's going to set the stage for the threat for heavy rain, which is lurking just offshore. So the first wave is beginning to arrive along the lakeshore here in the next hour. Right now, though, just a few sprinkles between Hesperia and Big Rapids near Baldwin and Reed City. The main event, so to speak, begins to move into West Michigan here within the next couple of hours. So this first batch is in Grand Haven, Ferrisburg, and Spring Lake around 1:30 into Grand Rapids just before 2 o'clock. And there's a lot more that's going to follow it. I want to show you guys the high resolution forecast model, which give us a good idea of the timing. Several high school football games kicking off between 4:30 and 5 because of the threat for mosquitoes and because of the possibility of strong thunderstorms. Here's 4 o'clock, and you're already starting to see it. So even though we have these early start times, I think we're going to be dealing with heavy rain throughout the evening. This does not bode well for any outdoor activities you have, as high school football games will likely be further delayed or even canceled in some cases because it's not going to stop. This is 10 p.m. We're still dealing with heavy rain. The threat for flooding is generally along and south of I-96, generally between I-94 and I-96. That's where we have the best chance for seeing ponding on roads. Urban and small stream flooding will become a big concern as the night goes on. And the good news is the heavy rain threat comes to an end early Saturday as the winds gradually begin to ease. A couple forecast models I want to show you to give us an idea of how much rain is on the way between today and early Saturday. An awful lot according to the RPM, and as you can see, the highest total is staying south of I-96. The European model kind of backs up that idea, but it's not quite as bullish on those rain totals south of I-96. But bottom line, I think we're looking at widespread inch to an inch and a half rain totals around the area. And yeah, we're in that marginal risk for severe weather, which means most of these storms unlikely to contain large hail or damaging winds. And yeah, Lake Michigan is angry. We could see waves approaching 9 or 10 feet. Your 13 on target forecast. So rain heavy at times. Look out for some localized flooding overnight and early Saturday. Warmer, muggier, highs around 80 between Monday and Tuesday. And then cooler, fall-like. We're back in the low 60s for highs next weekend.